On their way to the dungeons of the prison authority, he says, but Ben-Gvir's prison authority, not of Bar-Lev or Mikali, or in the best case scenario, to a coffin. I am personally proud of the ruins of Gaza, and that every baby, even 80 years from now, will tell their grandchildren what the Jews did when their families were murdered and raped and their civilians were kidnapped. And you and your friends can dream that we will allow you to build a government. Because if you think that the price of the slaughter... why? Gosh, that was really fast. This captions... No, it's not your fault. Just pause it there.
Yeah,
okay.
It just skips right over.
I'm just trying to do this for the podcast audience, but it's causing an issue.
Go back.
And raped and their civilians were kidnapped. You and your friends can dream that we will allow you to build a government. Because if you think that the prize of the slaughter of Jews, the blah, 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 the kidnapping of civilians, okay, will be to
she's
sit
proud of the rubble. Yeah, we got it.
in the government of change, you are dreaming. You can keep shouting, peace now and elections now. From Kaplan to Gaza, let them hear you. We have a mission. I am concluding.
And sorry, yeah, I mean we got the big point.
Yeah.
This is not anything different than Zionists have been saying for 75 years.
All right, so there's a lot of claims made in those clips. Thinking back to the first clip that was translated and saying that 80 years from now this won't be going on because of what they're doing today. Do you remember that clip, Tony?
I do remember that clip and have a bunch of things. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it just it seems like an example of tone deafness, that they're not understanding the history of the thing in which they're participating in killing so many people. And maybe that's why they're killing so many people, because they don't understand. I could only hope that that's the reason, and we could educate them out of that with a couple of well-placed facts, like about what happened back in 1948 during that thing called a Nakba, because you have heard and you will continue to hear throughout tonight's episode clips where assertions are made of 400 women shot in the genitals, all their breasts being cut off like fillets and passed around like a football, and all these sorts of things that are, as they say, sans or without evidence. These claims that do not reflect reality as it has been communicated to the public, and therefore they are kind of not trustful on these comments out there. Well, we do have some footage where some of the soldiers who participated in these untoward events, in their own words, will describe for you how proud they were to participate in these acts. And when people were passing it around on Twitter today, it looked something like this. They were passing around something.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if you listen to the war criminals in the Bosnian genocide, they were just as heartless, like towards the end of their life, and many of the Nazi war criminals as well. So this would not at all be surprising, sadly. Then this goes to man's psychology, mass formation plus Stockholm syndrome, and you can...
Patriotism. Nationalism,
maybe with time, multiplied by some sort of Hasbara, continual Hasbara on propaganda in real time in regards to relationships between different ethnic groups and different states and stuff equals extreme, fascism.
Yeah, we played this clip like 4 months ago when this all kicked off, but so many people were using the gang rapes and these other hyperbolized claims that don't have evidence as their reasoning for continuing the war and going against the ceasefire and for starving these people out. I thought it more necessary to republish it because I had access to the clip. So LD, go ahead and let's roll this and let's hear what these gentlemen have to say.
השתוללו בטנטורה, היה משהו נורא. טנטורה היה כפר עשיר, בתים יפים, גרים כמו אירופאים, אתה יודע, וגם אנשים היו לבושות ויפה, וזה באמת היה כפר... אחד אנס שם איזה ילדה בת 16, משהו כזה, אתה מבין? אבל זה מכוער מאוד, היה לנו בחור אחד, הוא נפטר, הוא היה פרא אדם, הוא לקח פשוט מאוד, ורצח אותם בתוך המכלאות. בתוך המכלאות, הם היו במכלאות, אתה יודע, חוטי ברזל כאלה, עגולים כאלה, אספו כל הגברים. הם יושבים שם, כולם, על הרצפה, ובא מישהו ולוקח תת מקלע ומתחיל זה, מחליף מחסנית, מה אתה חושב זה? אבל אנחנו לא היינו כאלה. הוא היה יוצא דופן, הבחור הזה, כן, מה שהוא עשה. והשתיקו את הדבר הזה, והיו חבר'ה שלקחו את הלוויורים ורדפו אחרי חבר'ה ושרפו אותם. זה היה משהו זוועתי, וזה אסור לספר, אני לא אדבר על זה, כי זה יכול להיות סקנדל שלם מהעניין הזה. אני לא רוצה לדבר על זה, וזהו.
ב3-4 חודשים הראשונים הייתי רוצח.
מה זה אומר?
אני לא לקחתי שבויים. בזמן קרב, אם מישהו ירים ידיים, משהו כזה, לא לקחתי שבויים. זה זעזע אותי עד כדי כך, לא יכלתי לעבור לסדר היום. אם היה עומדת כיתה של זה עם ידיים למעלה, אז באותו יום הייתי רואה אותי, הייתי קוצר את כולם, עד כדי כך.
כמה אתה חושב אנשים הרגת ככה?
לא ספרתי. אני לא יכול לדעת בחיי. היה לי מקלע עם 250 כדורים. תראה, יריתי, נלחמתי כולם. אני לא יכול לספור.
Well, there's more such clips where that came from, because I think there's a longer documentary from which we played that clip.
Yeah, we played. Yeah.
And yeah, there's more to be considered. And when they don't weigh it on their scale and they're like, no, those are inconvenient facts that the other side, like, because like maybe take all the sexual assaults off the table, because maybe both sides do those things. There's a lot more evidence of the IDF collecting ladies' lingerie and sex toys and high heel shoes and all these things than they have freed prisoners during this whole process. So I don't know what the proclivity is with the children's toys and the bikes and all the stuff, the trophies of the vanquished that you're parading around. But we'll get to the clips where the IDF chief's like, hey, dude, stop doing that because it's not good for public relations.